Hi Scrapbookers, Megan here with another process video. I'm showing you a couple of things that I'm going to do for this layout. I picked out that background paper and then I got that Mr. Huey's spray and I was just spraying the edges a little bit. And I think this one's called Cameo. And then I got this Color Shine from Heidi Swap and that one is called Tencel. And I just sprayed the edges or the corners. And I'm just trying to get it to dry faster, which doesn't happen. So here I am just showing you all the pictures that I'm going to do. And then I had these Project Life cards that I wanted to use, and those crystals, and these buttons, and these twine and ink puffy stickers. And I had that Enjoy the Little Things little vellum, which if you watched my last video, you could actually see in the end pictures that I put it on that scrapbook page. So I must not have done that by that point, or when I did this layout, I must not have put it on that other layout, but I do eventually do that. So I cut down all the pictures. And then I pull out my heat gun and dry the corners a little bit. Oh, excuse me. And now I'm just going to try placing the pictures around the layout. And I'm going to cut down that picture a little bit just to make more room. And I think right now I'm looking on my phone for a layout to go off of from Pinterest. And so I'm just kind of cutting down all the photos and trying to make them look right, I guess you could say. And I really wanted to use that Project Life card that had all the numbers on it, because what I wanted to do was circle the number, because this is going to be, you can see I'm circling the number 3 right there, because he is 3, Jonas turned 3, and so I just thought it would be fun to have that be part of the layout, to have that number 3 circled. And so I just round all the corners here on these photos. And that takes a while. I apologize for this, but I'm just kind of playing around and just kind of messing with the photos, trying to figure out what looks the best. And then I had to stop the camera and I pulled out this brown sheet of paper from K and Company, and I decided to use that as a background instead, because that other paper just wasn't working out the way that I wanted it to. It wasn't looking right. So I just cut off this tag, or the end, whatever you call that, the paper strip that's on the bottom, and I'm pulling out some other papers that were in that same collection that were scraps that I've used before. And I really liked this, it's kind of like a yellowish, kind of musty yellow color, and I really liked the way it looked. And I had this pink, what is it called? I don't even, a frame, I guess, or I don't know, that I had pulled out, and I wanted to make that part of the title with the number 3. And then here I am just fussy cutting around this Project Life card. It had a cake on it, and I just thought the cake was so cute. And so I'm just going to fussy cut around it and use it as an extra little embellishment. So that takes a little bit for me to do that. And then I'm going to put it down there in the right-hand corner. And I like this kind of pinkish reddish color. It's kind of like a dark pink, you could say. And so I cut that, or I guess I'm trying to figure out if I really want to put it there with those photos. And so I just made that picture a little bit smaller so that they would all be about the same size or the same width, I guess. And then I cut down that pink paper and I round the corners. And then I round the corners on that bigger yellowish paper. And I'm going to put them down now with this little tape runner that I have. And now that I've switched the background paper and started, pulling in other papers to layer, it kind of seems to be falling together a lot better than it was before with that other paper that had the border on it. So now I'm just going to attach these photos. And I decide to put a doily down there on the bottom. I do take it away because I'm still kind of playing around and fussing a little bit with the layout, but I really am going to end up putting it down there. I pull out some washi tape and I'm going to put that there. And it is, I don't know who it's by, but it's got like a red, a pink, and a yellow. And I was thinking about making it go all the way down to the bottom, but then I decided to just rip it off. And I like the way that looks, and so I'm going to leave that stuff right there. I'm just going to glue it all down now. And I'm going to do the journaling on this card right there. I'm just trying to pick out which color I want to use. I have that blue pen, which is a really thin blue pen, which I like to do journaling with. It's from Studio G and it's called Fine Liner, and you can get them at Michael's for $1. So I just do my journaling. Pretty much, I just say that I made a mistake when I frosted the cake. I didn't wait for it to cool down. And so when I frosted it, it was warm and it kind of fell apart. So there's like this huge crack. I don't know if you can see that, but there's like a huge crack going down the middle where the candle is. So it's kind of a funny little story. And I pretty much I say Jonas didn't care at all that it was broken. He just loved having the cake. So when I get done with that, I just glue it down right there. And I'm gluing down the doily. And then I'm going to glue down the other two pictures. And I'm still trying to figure out what to do for the title. I know that I want it up there in the middle of the page, but I'm just not sure what I'm going to name it yet. And I think that that is kind of throwing me off. And I pulled off that little crystal and I'm trying to think if I want to use it down there. And then I end up deciding to take a break. And so here I am back, and this might even be the next day. I don't even remember. But I'm going to pull out some, what are these called? Roller date stamps. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting the name of that. It's like I have a hard time remembering that they're called roller date stamps every time. So I'm just kind of looking for an inspiration for a title or, for doing dates or anything like that. But I don't find anything. Oh, no, wait. I was on Facebook. That's where I was because I went onto one of the groups that I'm on on Facebook, and I asked them, I have this page, I took a picture of the page, and I said, I have no idea what to name it. I want the number 3 to be in the title. Can you guys help me and give me some ideas? And so somebody said, there were a couple of people that made suggestions, but the suggestion that I loved the most was, look at me, I'm 3. And so I thought that was perfect and I loved it. So I was just looking at my phone to remember exactly what the suggestion was. So I use these Hey You, um, what are they? Tiles from Scrabble tiles. And I thought that I would do some of the title with this. And then for look and then I wanted to do the I and the M. Excuse me. Oh, I guess I started to do the whole title with it. I forgot about that. But then that was just a little bit too much. So I pulled out these pink stickers from Basic Gray that I got at Tuesday morning. And so I'm putting them on this wax paper just so I can kind of fidget around with them and figure out where I like them best. And then I pulled off a little apostrophe to put on that I'm because it was bothering me that there wasn't an apostrophe. But I didn't end up liking it, so I just put it back. I decided to just make my own apostrophe since it was bothering me so much, and that turned out just fine. I feel great about it. And here I am just kind of picking up after myself. The kind of annoying thing with letters like this, alphas, is that you have to dump them all out and go through them to find the right letters that you need. But I mean, it's okay. It takes a little bit extra time. I'm consulting my phone again for some reason. My husband might have texted me, I don't remember. And I had to switch to this other Studio G tape runner because the other one ran out. And those tape runners you can just get at Michael's for $1. They're in the dollar section. At my Michael's, they're in like this little cubicle thing that's at the front when you first walk in the door. So I'm just putting all those tiles down. And then now I'm going to set the part at me down. So it's going to say, look at me, I'm 3. And I just kind of fuss a little bit with the placement of those pink letters. And I really like how that turned out. I thought maybe I would embellish around the title a little bit more. So I pulled out this blue chipboard arrow from Studio Calico, but I took it away. And there's that crystal again. I'm really trying to use it. But I pulled out some other embellishments, and then I found this pink washi tape that was actually on, like it came with an embellishment pack, like to close it or something. I don't remember what it was, but I thought, hey, that would work perfect. So I just put that down there underneath the title and on top of that picture, and then underneath that Project Life card. And then I had these Jenny Bolin little flower tape things. And so I put those there. And I'm going to stamp the date on that little tag that's down there, that pink tag that I've been kind of fussing with throughout the layout. And we're almost done here. I pull out my stamp pads and I'm just getting ready to stamp with that Studio Calico roller date stamp. And I decide to use the whole thing where it has the saying on it and the date. I think it says kind of a big deal. I can't really tell. And I have the page, but it's kind of fuzzy. It's on the floor in front of me, and I'm staying up at my desk, so. And I couldn't decide which one I liked better, so I stamped it twice, and then I just decided on which one after I stamped both of them. And so I put that there. And then I'm just going to clean up my space a little bit. And this layout is pretty much done. I think that's all. Oh, I didn't put those little stickers down, so I'm going to put the stickers down. And I'm thinking maybe I'm going to stamp a little bit somewhere, but I don't end up doing that. So I'm just kind of messing with that and thinking about doing that there instead of those flowers, but I don't end up doing it. I'm going to put the flowers there, um, and that's the end of the layout. So thanks for watching, and here are some close-ups so you can see them, all the different embellishments and things that I used. And I hope you'll come back and see more videos. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.